Alright, right back to it. I'm Conrad. This is Eagle Island, weekly speedrun number 19. And, aiming for sub 102, I guess? I guess 102.50 is probably a good intermediary. Oh. Alright, let's make this jump to make up for it. Oh, bummer. I think 102.50 is reasonable. Like, that's one major improvement. I guess I can't do that jump like I was hoping, because I need to get access to the health in a specific way. And if I'm not hitting in the right spot, then it records that as a, it records the moth as giving me the ×4, so the health drops from a different place, and that's not what I want. Oh, that was almost completable. And it probably would have been about 105. So that seems to be, like, if you're looking for a little bit of an intermediary goal, whoops, then go for 105. Like, I get that pretty consistently, even with a few decent mistakes, because they're built around areas that are really easy to do consistently. Like that jump, you should definitely be able to get that jump. If you can get that jump, then you have everything that you need in place to get a 105. Because then you can come here and you can heal quickly by shooting that. You won't take any damage through this area. You can get hit with the mushroom jump and it won't be too detrimental. But otherwise, like, you could even boost through there if you want. There we go. I'm actually really happy to have that boost. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, that's what's important. I got a better time. I got the 125. Eh? Oh, 126. Okay, well, that's fine. So I guess now I'll go for like 20 milliseconds. Just chop another little bit off at a time. Now that first room is really, like, that's basically just a restart if you don't get that. Like, that is not good enough. I don't think I can possibly get a better record with that room 1. Like, look at how consistently. I'm pretty sure I could only have a room like that if I could consistently nail that moth jump. And now I'm even further behind. Well, I guess I didn't really lose a whole lot there. I just kind of stayed where I was. If I jump a little bit earlier than that, then I can consistently... that's probably better. Oh, that's worse. There we go. I think I'm still gonna get... Oh, almost got a 102. Like, that was my record a few iterations ago. So, that's not bad. Run 53. You'll notice that once the restarts start happening, it's much more, like, your number of runs skyrockets, because it's not even worth continuing a run that doesn't have a good room 1. Like, that's over. Like, I can recover 1 health, and then I'm just gonna end up losing that one to the moths, or the bog. So, like, why even bother? Like, if I if I make mistakes on the section, that I'm nailing in basically every one of my records, that was really close. Just a tiny bit more than a single frame jump. Okay, and I'm ahead. This is it. This is the beginning of my 1, 2, 3. Whoops, and there it goes. As fast as that slight improvement came, there it goes. I am doing a weird thing on that jump. I can't even remember which jump it is anymore. Well, that's okay, because I got sub 104. That's pretty big mistakes. Oh, I got exactly 104. So I've gotten exactly 104 and exactly 105 at this point. Which is a good bound for my average run, and probably a good bound for what the average personal best is going to be. Like, if you put... I've put nearly an hour into this now. If you're putting about an hour into this every week, or even a couple hours a week, then I think you could feasibly get this down to 105. Like, the tricks are simple enough to learn. You don't have to do everything consistently the whole time. And you don't need to do things like the perfect... Well, you need to kind of do those correctly, but that's alright. Okay, I gotta put in a couple more solid attempts. I want to get this down to sub 102. I think that's like a reasonable limit to push this to. And then I'll leave it in somebody else's hands to try and improve it beyond that. Because if you can get that jump, then you'll definitely be able to beat my record. Oh boy, this is gonna be awful, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. I'm gonna force myself to not get hit anymore. And jump. And dead. Okay, so it's not right as you cross over. If you do it frame perfectly, or as close to frame perfect as possible, you're probably going to get hit by that mushroom. So, be warned. That is pretty cool. I didn't get nearly as much magic that time, but I kept a combo going. So I think that's either some nice little manipulations of my timer, or there's potential for that to go faster. It's probably just spreading it out instead of clustering them all together. There we go. This is kind of where the real run begins. Like, getting past that boar is like the starting line for this, because then you have all these tiny little optimizations. You have this really risky jump. You have kind of the temptation to push it. Oh, like, not jumping that with a knee-jerk reaction. Oh, man. There's so much stuff that I've been doing wrong at that very last jump to climb. I keep missing it by just a little bit because I'm getting too impatient. Alright, that is acceptable. If I'm within, like, my beginning is going to fluctuate, and if I'm within a certain margin of error for the first section, then I'm not going to get too caught up in always getting a perfect first rune. Like, right now, I'm really struggling because I didn't do very well in that earlier section, but then I had a really good, then I had a really good... keep getting interrupted with all this bad play. I had some really good climbs. Like, I can almost make that. If I can get enough frame cancels on the climb, then that usually gets me, like, 50 milliseconds. Like, it's usually a ludicrously low amount. I'm not sure I'll be able to save this. I'm gonna go with it because I'm not too far behind, even though I took damage. But I'm fairly certain that this is just not gonna recover. If I could even just preserve the most momentum going through those, then I would be happy. Okay, I am on par with my record. That's pretty good. Oh, it never stops hurting when you mess up something like that. Man, and then even when I had my trigger finger ready, I was not ready for that. I feel like the loss of momentum when you're carried down is enough that, like, it's not worth getting hit on the bottom. But if I could land it just right, then I will land between them, and then I can jump right up, and that'll probably net me another, like, half a second. There we go. Like, that stayed split up. I got less mana overall, but I stayed even, and I kept my time, or my combo high. What? How did I do that? How did I do that jump? I want to get at least one more PB, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do it. Like, it's kind of a perfect storm of hurdles, like that, trying to get that optimized so that I can recover a bit more there, and then that. Alright, I'll mess around a bit more in the last room, just because I think I need it. Okay, so I can't go directly down. Jumping right over is going to land me directly on there. So I have to minimally get hit up top, or I have to fall on the left and then jump up from there and navigate between them. Maybe. I'm gonna just shoot for tanking the damage, and then maybe I'll use a couple opportunities to practice or something. But, I mean, right now I'm slightly ahead. I don't know how that happens, but whatever. Oh. I don't know. I think I need to do it before I hit so that I can jump right away. Like, I can't grab the ledge until after I've aimed at everybody. Alright. Oh, that was gonna be good. Sub 104. That's alright. Okay, I'm gonna make this a long one. I want to keep going. See if I can't improve on it. My time still has not gone up. Or my updated time. So right now the record is still at 107. And now I got a really good room 1, and I am gonna try to make the most of it. Close. That got pretty close. That was almost identical to my record pace. Okay, it seems like I made that mistake in the record as well. So I'm like perfectly on par with where I was. Okay, all health. That's fine. That almost cost me very dearly. Okay, and jump. Oh no! I went slightly too fast, and so I got hit slightly too early, so I recovered just early enough to take one last hit against that guy, rather than to boost past him. I went too fast, just a little bit, and I almost had the record. That was... I mean, now I'm killing it again, but I was very close to getting that sub 102. Whoops. That was kind of sloppy, but I didn't lose a whole lot. Mostly I just forgot that that's the room that was coming up. Alright. That's fine. Shouldn't be happening, but whatever. Ah! Okay, that's over. Oh, I can almost run through that little section. I'm gonna make this a bit longer, because now I'm at the grind. Like, this is the, where a majority of the runs come from, is adding small improvements to these foundations. So I'm gonna be at this for a little while. I always do them at the beginning of the week, and then I run out of things to do. Like, there's nothing else I can improve, or it comes too much down to luck, so I just stop pursuing it. Did somebody beat my score? Because this seems way better. Or am I just really not doing well? There we go. Okay. Moment of truth. Can I save time? Nope. I mess up the damage receipt. I almost got a sub 102 again, though. But, oh man, I still haven't even gotten that 3, like, or the 102.30. Alright, hit. I'll just make up for it by not getting hit at the impossible jump. I'm gonna get that at some point. I'm gonna figure out what is keeping me from getting that. Being that far behind so early doesn't make me feel like I'm gonna make any progress. Even if by some miracle there was an improvement to be made, I don't think it would be enough to make up for all of that. Like, being this even, I'm pretty satisfied with that consistency to room 1. Oh, it was so close. That's like, I mean, that may be actually frame perfect. And it's attack, jump, attack, grab on the ledge. That's the fastest way to get past that section. I always lose time if I do it any other way. At this point, I can be reasonably confident. Okay, that landing the moth more consistently is really nice. Another sub 104. Man, I'm gonna have to count all these up. I'm getting a lot of these decent runs with a hit or two that I shouldn't be taking. There we go. Jumping might provide a little bit of extra, like, preservation of momentum. I kind of wish that these guys were going right and down, because they'd be more fun to to jump through. That room is kind of boring. Whoops. Apparently not as boring as this room. Just lost like a full second. Like, it can be difficult, because if the room isn't fun, then why do you want to remember what happens in it? So you just kind of glaze over and go on to autopilot, and then you don't make any improvements. I just need to not get hit in that section. I gotta jump over the one up top, land next to the one down bottom, and then go under to grab the ledge. Like, I think that's where the sub 102 is gonna come from. Whenever I get the full combo, I only get 3 mana. I wonder if it's just the positioning I end up in. Like, oh, so close. Ah, I'm like, I can feel it just kind of clipping his hair or the back of his head. And lost it at that section of all places. I'm losing my touch. I should retire. I'm not cut out for speedrunning weekly challenge number 19 anymore. Here we go. It's still trying to figure out how to make the mushrooms swim. It's like, okay. I'm still going for it. I'm gonna do this. This has got to be the one, because otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. Lost a health already. Probably not the one. Alright, I think I'll give this like maybe 2 or 3 more real good tries. And then I will move on until another day. Give people a chance to see what I'm doing. Provide feedback. And maybe somebody will be able to get to sub 102 in that time. That would be really nice. There we go. Slightly earlier on the throw, because there's almost a bit of a delay. Oh man, that is really nice to keep that time safe. There we go. Okay. I have not taken hits, and I have preserved. There we go. There it is. So close. So close. 102.06. So it's definitely possible. Alright, I think that's as good of a place. I'm glad I kept with it, because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do that. So, that's your challenge. Get 105, and then get sub 102. If you can link together everything I've done, and maybe even get lucky with that moth skip, then 102 is possible. But I take back what I said about getting under a minute. I don't think that's going to happen. So, good luck, and I look forward to seeing your times.